This is EB3, speaking the truth in love, and I just come on for a few minutes to give you guys a word of encouragement. If you like this video and want more content like it, like, subscribe, drop a comment, and share. The Bible says that we should love our neighbor as we love ourselves. And so when you think about how people mistreat folks, look past them, want to control them, want all these different things, and only start treating them fairly or with respect when they need something from them. You know, we talk about them doing these things, but a lot of times we don't ever think about what it is that caused them to do and treat people the way they do. And I believe from that statement what Jesus said, that we should love others as we love ourselves, they don't love themselves. So if you are a woman or a man and you don't love yourself, you have a lot of insecurities. Maybe you've believed all the negative things that people have said about you in your life. You've never healed from those things. You tend to hurt people. And it's because you are hurting inside. And I just want to tell you that God has a way of healing you and showing you who you are, whose you are, and He will heal you. And once He heals you and you understand who you are, you truly, truly understand who you are, then you will not only love yourself better, but you will love other people better, including your family, your friends, your co-workers, and even including your enemy. We cannot give anything that we don't have. And I think a lot of times we find ourselves in relationships with people who just don't have the capacity to give us what we need or what we desire out of a relationship. And it's not just a romantic relationship. It's all relationships. You may have a parent that has never loved themselves, never felt secure about who they are. And so if you look just like them, then they're not going to feel secure about who you are. And if nobody's ever showed them love, compassion, but if only given them ugly words and disrespect and told them only the worst things about them, then that's what they know to do. And it's only by God's grace if they get to a point where they can give you what you need. So what am I saying? Sometimes we as individuals, we have to find ourselves doing the work, even if the other person can't do the work. Because again, hurt people hurt people. So many times we want what somebody just don't have the capacity to give us. And so because of that, we're disappointed, and we allow our disappointment to take root in us. The hurt, the pain, the disappointment. And then we find ourselves not living ourselves. I want to say this. I see a lot of people seeing a lot of different people on the internet, or basically unattractive, ugly people, or whatever you want to say. I never call people ugly, because I really truly believe that all women have something beautiful about themselves. We don't make ourselves. God made us. God made each person on this earth. Now, because of sin, we may have some deformities. We may have some things that are less desirable, whether it is a physical thing or whether it's a mental thing, if you will. But once we get to a place in our lives where we really, really understand that nobody makes themselves, that we didn't make ourselves, whatever you look like, you didn't make yourself, then we can learn to love ourselves regardless of what anybody has said to you in the past. I'll say, like, for me, and I'm going to take my glasses off for a second so you guys can see. So when I was a kid, one of the things that people used to say about me was like my eyes, the shape of my eyes were unattractive because they weren't like the average black person where I'm from, right? I don't look like, I favor some people in my family, but I don't look exactly like a lot of people in my family. And when I say my family, I'm talking about my mom's side, because that's where I was raised with my mom. I wasn't raised with my father and his side of the family. And so I don't look like a lot of people in the area that I grew up in. And because of that, for a long time, I just thought I was like a very unattractive person. But I remember, and this is when I was growing up, I don't think that now because I don't have low self-esteem. But I remember my mom and I moved to Gulfport. And when I went to Gulfport, it was different. People treated me differently. They said things like, "Oh my God, you're so pretty. You have such an exotic look, like you should be from the islands or something. Or you from the islands?" And I was like, not that I know of, you know what I'm saying? But it gave me, it taught me this. What it taught me is what one person may think is unattractive, a whole group of people over here think is beautiful. And that's every walk of life. Now, there are some standards of beauty, I would say, but every woman, regardless of what size they are, what their complexion is, what their nationality is, every woman is beautiful. And black women are very beautiful. We're not necessarily the standard, because the Europeans have a standard, and a lot of times over here in America, the European standard is what is considered, and everything else is less than. But I want to tell you that every morning when you wake up, to go to that mirror and tell yourself something good about yourself, because you are beautiful. You are uniquely made by God. He shaped you. He formed you. And whatever your insecurities are, a lot of times that's what makes you unique. So I want you, if you have any kind of insecurities about your appearance, about who you are, about where you came from, I want you to start giving yourself, first of all, some grace, because you didn't make yourself. God put you together, and He does not make mistakes. You are beautiful. You are wonderfully and uniquely made. You were God formed you in your mother's womb, and He knew everything about you. You were made perfect, because you were perfectly made by God. And that is what I want you to tell yourself every day that you wake up, until you believe it. Because oftentimes, when we don't love ourselves, and when we have these insecurities as we're walking around in, people use those insecurities against you. They can see it a mile away, and they will make fun of you to bring you down. But I want you to be built in your most holy faith, first of all. But secondly, I want you to be built up with love for yourself, respect, and therefore you will be able to treat other people better because you will love yourself. You won't accept everything that a lot of people will do, but when you get them straight, you will do it in a respectful manner. You're not like everybody else, and that is okay. Love yourself so you can love others well. Anyway, this has been EB3 speaking the truth in love. Be blessed, be a blessing. Again, if you like this video, like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe. Again, be blessed, be a blessing, and I am out.